NBC 15 News at 11 starts now.
Now at 11, scattered showers and thunderstorms are expected throughout the area for the afternoon. We'll have the latest. Plus, history was made last night on the final day of the Democratic National Convention. And health officials in the U.S. are concerned with an increase of confirmed Zika cases. Thanks for joining us. It's a gloomy day outside, and some of us are actually experiencing some showers as we speak. Let's check in with meteorologist AJ Waterman to see what we can expect for the rest of the day, and it's going to be a rough go before we get to that weekend.
Well, the good thing is we'll likely have a pretty nice weekend, but yes, still dealing with that stagnant, unsettled air mass out there. And if anything, it feels like the middle of September. Temperatures right now around 70 degrees, if anything, in the 60s for most places. And the dew point's still up there, but has been slowly, well, steadily declining into the 60s. So it's feeling drier, but still that humid air mass is in place. Most temperatures, like I was talking about, around the middle 60s. How about Baraboo, 63 degrees? That's a raw start to the morning, and it continues to feel pretty chilly for most locations around the low 70s, even to the east of Madison. Dew points, like I've been talking about, starting to indicate a drier air mass, at least to the north and west of Madison. To the south and east, however, still holding on to that very sticky air mass to the south as that frontal system tries to slide to the south. Will likely pop up some more showers this afternoon, but I don't think they'll be as heavy as what we had yesterday. Notice on satellite and radar, still scattered about, and they'll continue to be in the picture at least the next couple of hours. But notice to the north, northern Wisconsin, very dry, not even many clouds. That air mass is actually slowly sliding to the south. So we'll be dealing with clouds throughout this afternoon and the early part of the evening, but drier air works in tonight and through the weekend. I'll have the details coming up in just about 10 minutes. Amy?
AJ, thanks. The first woman to become a presidential nominee for a major party took the stage in Philadelphia last night. Hillary Clinton stepped onto the stage and into the history books with an appeal to Bernie Sanders supporters and a devastating takedown of Donald Trump. Here's NBC's Andrea Mitchell.
Before a raucous Democratic convention, Hillary Clinton took her place in history.
My friends, it is with humility, determination, and boundless confidence in America's promise that I accept your nomination for President of the United States.
The former First Lady, Senator, and Secretary of State officially accepting the Democratic Party nomination for president, the first woman to ever do so.
We are the party of working people.
Promising a litany of progressive economic policies in a speech that could have been delivered by Bernie Sanders.
Bernie, your campaign inspired millions of Americans.
Eviscerating Donald Trump's vision of America.
America is great because America is good.
Slamming his convention speech.
He spoke for 70-odd minutes, and I do mean odd.
Questioning Trump's fitness for office.
A man you can bait with a tweet is not a man we can trust with nuclear weapons.
Speaking to a massive television audience, Clinton appealed to voters alienated by the Republican Party nominee.
I will be a president for Democrats, Republicans, independents, for the struggling, the striving, the successful, for all those who vote for me and for those who don't.
And finally, she took a moment to acknowledge her historic accomplishment.
Tonight, we've reached a milestone in our nation's march toward a more perfect union. The first time that a major party has nominated a woman for president. After all, when there are no ceilings, the sky's the limit.
Daughter Chelsea introducing her before the two appeared on stage to a roaring crowd and a visibly emotional Bill Clinton looking on. The final night of the Democratic National Convention came to an end with fanfare and drama.
I got the eyes.
Featuring a performance from Katy Perry and attempted interruptions from a small faction of Bernie Sanders delegates. Now, with 101 days until the election, Clinton is hoping to rally voters to her side.
America's destiny is ours to choose. So let's be stronger together, my fellow Americans.
That was Andrea Mitchell reporting today. The Clintons and her running mate Tim Kaine and his wife will leave on a bus tour of two vital swing states, both Pennsylvania and Ohio, trying to replicate the magic of the Clinton-Gore bus tours nearly a quarter century ago. Here in Wisconsin, the voter turnout for the August 9th primary is predicted to be just 16%. House Speaker Paul Ryan faces Republican Paul Nehlen in his Southeast Wisconsin congressional district. And there is a three-way Republican race for the open 8th congressional district in Northeast Wisconsin. The Elections Commission expects about 712,000 voters. New at 11, we have more details now on a disturbance that happened yesterday near Folk Elementary School. Officials say 30 to 40 kids were involved in a physical fight near the school. Some of the people involved were armed with bricks, snow shovels, and even guns. Police say an 18-year-old victim suffered a gunshot wound to the shoulder, but has been treated and released at a local hospital. That investigation is ongoing. A suspect linked to recent exposure incidents in the area has been identified and contacted. Police say the suspect exposed himself to a 55-year-old woman in the 700 block of Blue Ridge Parkway last week. This incident came after similar incidents reporting in the surrounding areas. Happening today, a Dane County woman accused of stabbing her husband to death will be in court to be sentenced. 54-year-old Irina Kolonkina was originally charged with first-degree intentional homicide in the death of her husband, Vladimir Shevchuk. But she pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of second-degree reckless homicide as part of a plea deal. The two reportedly got into a fight in June of 2015 over money, and she allegedly stabbed him several times. A Janesville man who was arrested after a drug investigation will also be in court today. Sergio Puntas was arrested on Wednesday after police found 31 pounds of marijuana and 39 marijuana plants at his home. He faces charges of manufacturing THC, possession with intent to distribute THC within 1,000 feet of a school, 2 counts of maintaining a drug trafficking place/vehicle, and possession of a prescription drug without a prescription. Now, around the nation, San Diego police have one suspect in custody and are searching for others still on the run following a late-night shooting that left one officer dead and one seriously hurt. The officers were conducting a traffic stop when the shooting happened. One officer was rushed to the hospital but later died from his injuries. The second officer underwent surgery. Police immediately flooded the area with helicopters, SWAT vehicles, and patrol cars to look for the suspects.
I never experienced anything like this where it feels like it's almost like the military just kind of rolled up. The way the police just kind of swarmed the street, which, you know, I feel safe knowing that, you know, the cops showed up that fast, but it's a little, I feel a little uneasy.
The injured officer is out of surgery and is expected to survive.